And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, man. What's up out there, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome into the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. This is episode number 148. Man, oh man, it's a fucking Saturday. And I hope to God you're out there watching us live on YouTube. If you're not, you're missing out because this Saturday, me and Leaf are getting drunk.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we are.
I'm probably there.
What?
Did you hear me say probably all weird?
Yeah.
Because I did.
Dude, oh my God. So today, guys, we went out to this new place in Grapevine.
Thank God.
And it's called the Rowdy Cowboy. Woo! And the females wear nothing at all, hardly.
It's very scantily clad outfits.
Now, you might be saying to yourself, guys, it's only 3 p.m. And I'm like, I agree, but it is a Saturday.
It's a motherfucking Saturday.
And we were drinking before noon today,
I'm
weren't
tell
we?
you right now. Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
we
had two.
We left here at 11.
We had 2 beers. Me and Leaf had 2 beers before noon today.
And that's a success.
Yeah, dude, we're so on our way to having a great night.
Yeah. So,
And we were like, hey, let's be stupid and record a podcast today.
Yeah, let's do it. It's not the first time.
No.
And it's
No.
not the last time. But, yeah, I'm glad we did this today because, man, this week was the fucking worst week I've had in a long time at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'm getting fucking shit-faced Saturday. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're
I don't care
on
if
our
it's
way.
before we hit record or after. I don't care. And I'm already there. I'm like halfway there.
Oh, it's such a good one.
And
I can already tell you right now,
oh, yeah, this is going to be...
We're less than 3 minutes into this episode. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. So thank you for joining us. If you're watching us live on YouTube, which you should.
Yeah, really.
Because-
That's why we should say that up front.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
people don't know, maybe.
Right, yeah.
Join us on YouTube, youtube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast live. Not only for Thursday Night Football, but we record every episode.
Every episode's live, either on a Saturday night or Sunday. We prefer Saturdays.
Yeah, we do.
For this reason only.
Yeah, we do. Because that way Sunday we can hate our lives.
Dude, because Monday sucks, bro.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
No matter what you do on, even if you're sober, Monday blows.
Yeah, Jeff says, getting those livers ready for football season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Thank God, baby.
Yeah, we're less than a month away from the old football season kicking off completely.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
I'm ready.
I can't wait for that.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
But, man, we're here on this Saturday. Guys, we will make it through this Saturday. And, we'll get through the episode at some point.
You're right.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, real quick. If you're listening on audio, you're not going to get this. Shout out Chico in chat. That's our boy from, like, Belarus or somewhere.
No, Bulgaria, right?
Bulgaria. Sorry.
Yeah, he popped into a Thursday night stream.
Love you, dude.
When we first started it out, and he's been a fan ever since. Love you, brother, man. I hope you're protecting the country of Bulgaria over there.
There is Bulgaria. He says that, yes.
Yeah, you police officer over there.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully you're
Fighting
not on
crime.
shift.
Yeah.
You're not on shift right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We love you,
I
man.
think it's like nighttime over there, right?
Love you, brother. Thanks for popping in, dude. And for messaging us earlier this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Thursday night streams are coming because he popped into our Thursday night streams, the Thursday night football streams, which are happening. So if you, we love you, brother.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming back, man.
And hopefully you still hold the offer that your couch is available if I visit Bulgaria.
Oh, 100%, dude. We're going to go over there and have a party, bro.
Yeah.
This guy parties. I know he parties.
Oh, 100%. Take off that whole week, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to wreck Bulgaria.
Yeah, we're going to
and you don't, and we're lucky that we have you because that way we can be like, hey, this guy's a police officer.
He's like, no, it's cool. I'm with these guys. I'm like, hell yeah.
I'm like, just give me more beer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man, let's get into this episode. We do have a lot to get to, and we will get through this episode number
Hopefully.
148. Trust me. Okay, Leaf. starting off this episode and the next, and then we're done with this, guys. We're reviewing the House of the Dragon. Yeah. So last week was episode 7, which is always known as the penultimate episode.
Yes.
So the episode right before the last one. So, man, first of all, I just want to say real quick, I'm really sad that tomorrow is the last fucking episode.
Yeah.
And then this one was, last week I think I was a little critical of House of the Dragon because I'm like, these last 2 have been kind of slow. And this one kind of follows the same suit to me. But it does move it along pretty good because they've been leading up to getting these other people to these dragon riders, these seeds or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And we finally got that in this one at least. And there was a lot of cool dragon shit in this one, actually.
Yeah. This one was, for me, this one was a step forward from the last 2 episodes. This one was better than the last 2 episodes is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it was still one of those kind of slow episodes getting ready for maybe a big event, which the last couple episodes we've been kind of dealing with these last 2 dragons in Rhaenyra's camp where they don't have riders for them.
Yeah.
And then at the start of this episode, you do meet Rhaenyra meets the guy that's riding the other one.
Adam of Hull.
Yeah, doesn't know who he is or whatever. He's like, what the fuck? How are you riding this dragon? And they kind of meet. And it's so badass to see those 2 dragons because you could tell those 2 dragons are like real defensive of their drivers, of their riders. And so that was kind of cool to see. And Rhaenyra's like, all right, cool.
He bends the knee pretty much immediately.
Yeah. He's like, he wanted to let his presence. He's like, hey, I got on this dragon and, I'm fucking here to serve you.
And he said, like, hey, the dragon picked me. I didn't fucking do that.
He's like, I was running away from it. And so she's like, all right. So when he kneeled down and everything, she's like, oh, okay. So she kind of backed off and then
follows her to Dragonstone.
Right.
So he's yet another piece for Rhaenyra, another dragon.
Yeah.
Which is what she wanted.
Yeah. She needs those. There was 2 dragons that were just no riders, and they're decent dragons. They're grown up dragons, right? They're ready to go, but they just didn't have riders, so she needed that because she had just lost her biggest one with Rhaenys.
Yeah. You're right.
What was the name of the dragon again?
Meleys.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost that one. That was their biggest one. So they
besides Caraxes, I don't know if we're going to see that fucking dragon again.
The whole thing with Daemon and
we'll get into that in a minute. Yeah. But you're right. That was I will say that. It was badass to see that. Yeah. And honestly, dude, just once again, I just want to point out that, like, this whole season, we're on episode 7 right now. Like, this is the second to last episode of this season.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't had enough Rhaenyra. And this one, finally, we got more of her actually doing something.
Yeah. She's been like a...
I don't like how they've written her or Daemon this season. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because you thought, after her fucking kid died, you think she'd be all about it. You think she'd be all in. Damon's all in, but like then they sent him to this Harrenhal place, and then they took a different direction with that. I was like, I get it. I mean, and it's part of the whole thing, maybe the process, but like it took too long. We're talking like 5 episodes, dude. I'm like, that's too much.
It was.
And
it was.
This one, you get a little bit more like maybe progression a little further. It's still not that satisfying, but I get it. So
it could have been done in 3 episodes, though.
Right? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of waiting for that to happen. The whole Daemon.
We got 1 episode left.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know what's.
I don't think it's gonna end.
You don't think? I think they're gonna wait for the biggest parts to happen next season.
I do too.
I don't think we're gonna get a massive war out of next season or next episode. They're gonna push it to next season. I'm a little worried about that. I would love to have another battle right now. Nobody has to die or whatever. It doesn't have to be like one of those kind of big episodes, but like at least show us some more fucking shit. Like,
and there might be.
Let's see some fucking fireworks, basically. You know what I mean?
And there might be in the last one, but these last 3
almost had this, and this at the end of this episode was that was the coolest part about this episode was the last part.
Yeah,
because they tried to get Aemon.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like a bait thing.
Yep.
It was like a bait. They threw out those dragons, and then he almost fell for it, bro. And then he's like, oh, hold up, Vhagar, fucking turn back.
Yeah.
And then when he turned back, then you saw those 3 just waiting for him. So that was
cool.
Actually really
cool.
And then you saw that last shot with Rhaenyra, like, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
you
she
don't
was-
fuck with us,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
That
And
was
then-
actually really cool.
So that gets me excited about next episode. Hopefully, like she's like, I'm ready to fucking go, bro, because she's been very hesitant.
Yeah.
This whole time.
I know, and I don't know why.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, like,
Because they had him weak,
yeah.
and now especially. I'm like, before all that, though, we were back in King's Landing, and, I like I said, we haven't read the books. We're just watching the show.
Right.
It feels like they don't know what to do with Allison now.
Right.
Because she's kind of out of, because
Well,
Eamon kicked her out of the thing.
Amer kicked her out of the small council. She really didn't have a spot now. She's just basically his mom.
And I'm like,
And
we
that's
don't
it.
need to see her. And then anyway, she's like, I want to go camping, so come with me. And then she was like camping and then got in a lake and just swam. And I'm like, this is wasted screen time. We don't need to see this.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
I was wondering, I'm like, why the fuck do we need to see Allison camping and then and not naked, by the way?
Right.
Of course, I'm like, this is some bullshit because Game of Thrones, that bitch would be naked.
Yeah, 100%.
And so she's wearing a white dress, not even see through. That's what I was pissed about.
It's probably in her contract, bro.
I know I'm a pervert, guys, but Olivia Cook is hot.
She is. She's very attractive.
No. Anyways, Allison's worthless now. That's what I want to say.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I just
Aemon's
we didn't need
kinda-
to see it.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
saying it was a waste of time. And I'm like, that proved nothing of the story.
Yeah.
I don't care what she's doing. I don't care.
I know they got to keep her relevant because she's like a main character, and
Sure.
I get it. But like Eamon kicked her to the curb, bro. And it's like, we don't. You served the realm well.
Yeah.
Don't need your fucking shit anymore. You're my mom, and that's it.
Now, speaking of Aemond, he comes into this episode and he's sentencing 2 Kingsguard to go to the wall, which are Aegon's buddies.
Yes.
And so he's like, yeah, I won't kill you, but you're going to the wall for the rest of your life.
Right.
So you can look at that 2 ways. Look at it like, oh, he's, giving them mercy because he's not beheading them. Or you can look at it the other way. He's like, fuck you. You're the guys that were making fun of me back in the day. You're off to the wall for the rest of your life. Have fucking fun, bro.
Right.
So that's, again, Eamon just like, I can't let shit go.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. He's still got that fucking chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have a couple like Lord Laris over there with Jasper, and they're like debating on whether to tell Aemond about a Sea Smoke getting a new rider.
Yeah.
And they don't tell him because they're just like, oh, I don't want to. I don't know if they're scared of Aemond or what.
Right.
I guess you kind of would be.
Yeah. He's a little standoffish. Like he's not very approachable. So it's like,
I know.
yeah.
So yeah, that's going on, and then of course, back in Harrenhal, Damon's still going through his fucking goddamn ghost house,
Shit. Yeah.
which I think it's almost over. And the reason I think it's almost over is because we saw Viserys again, which goddamn Paddy Considine, bro.
Yeah.
I can't say enough how good that guy is.
Dude, he's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bummed that Viserys is dead because of that guy.
Yeah, no, he was so good in that
Yeah.
show, man.
So
The
the
first
reason
season.
I say it's almost over, I think, because this time we got Paddy Considine as Viserys in his last form.
Yeah.
Like he was about to die.
Right.
And so he was handing him the crown or whatever. And it seemed like Daemon was not like, maybe I don't want this actually.
Right. Yeah.
Because Viserys is kind of like, yo, dude, I didn't want this.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
burden actually. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's-
fucking good thing.
Yeah. This isn't like a fucking prestige. Like
Yeah,
not
it's
the
actually,
yeah.
it actually sucks, bro.
It's a fucking burden more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that all happens, of course. And that's Daemon back in Luigi's mansion,
Yeah. It's so weird, man.
which
like
every door he goes through, he's like, oh,
yeah,
I'm
he's like, what
oh
the
my
fuck?
God.
Yeah. I was like, come on, man, break out of this.
Yeah. And then we did get towards that, we did get some movement at least with Daemon,
Yeah.
because you had the other young lord, what is it? Willem Blackwood? Is that who it was?
Yeah. Something like that.
Or Oscar? Yeah, Oscar. Oscar, one of the young lords that Daemon, he killed the other guys or whatever. They're basically like, yo, dude, just because you're over here doesn't mean that. And then he demands that Daemon prove himself worthy of the River Lord's banners by showing contrition for his earlier actions
Yeah.
and dispensing justice. And so Daemon agreed and executed Willem Blackwood. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Oscar, who, by the way, is like 12.
Oscar Tolley.
Yeah, totally. He's like 12.
Yeah.
He looks like it.
Very
anyways.
small. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's going on. At least it moved it a little forward. So he's building his army.
Yeah,
like he's supposed to be doing this whole time.
Yeah.
For 5 episodes.
It's just taking so many episodes to do this. Yeah.
And I hated that because I'm like, I felt like they spun their wheels so much with the whole Vision shit. And I'm like, yo, dude, he went there to build an army and we never saw it for 5 episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. It doesn't take that long. I mean, my God.
Right.
They got nothing going on. It's not like they're streaming Netflix at night.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I just wonder what the whole thing is for Damon to go through like these vision things and like I don't know.
It has to lead to something.
It has to, and I hope it does next episode. Tomorrow night or whatever on Sunday night.
Yep.
I would like to see this get done and then him get back to like whatever he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see with Damon. I'm very disappointed this whole season with Damon. In the story.
Me too, yeah.
Because I feel like that should have been. I mean, you got Matt Smith, bro. He's a great actor.
Right.
And you just should have used him way more than they did.
Yeah, I feel like they handcuffed him this year. You're putting him in a weird story. And I get it, dude. Like, if you're trying to make a point or some sort of storyline or story arc with him, I get it. But, like, it's too long. For an 8-episode season, 5 of those episodes to be him in a castle just weirding out, I don't think that's the best. Like, 2 or 3 episodes, I get it. But, yeah, when we've gone the whole fucking season like this, pretty much, it's not cool.
Yeah, and basically back at Dragonstone, Adam of Hull follows, and then we get the 2 other riders eventually with some cool dragon shit.
Yeah.
That's the cool part about this. We got 2 more dragon riders on these big-ass dragons, which is really cool, and I'm kind of speeding through this because I don't want to spend an hour on this.
Yeah.
So they get new dragons. And then, like Lee said, after that, one of them rides over to King's Landing, actually. And I think that's just a show off.
Yeah.
Because that's where he's from. He was like, hey, bros, look at this, bros. I got it.
Yeah.
And then Aemond sees it. And he jumps on Vagar, like you said.
Yeah.
And is trying to fuck that dragon up. And then it's one of the coolest. This is the coolest part of the episode.
Right, yeah.
The end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I think that dragon was meant to draw Aemon out because you kind of see that later, and so Aemon's like trying to trace down this dragon. He's like, hell yeah, and then Aemon, who's pretty fucking smart, he's like, hold up, no, let's pull back, Vagar, like flee, and so then he turns around and then it flashes on the camera focuses on Rhaenyra, and there's like 2 or 3 other dragons.
3 other dragons,
yeah, just waiting. So it was kind of a trap.
It was.
And it almost worked.
It did.
And then, Rhaenyra watches Aemon turn his fucking dragon around, and she looks fucking mad, bro. She's ready to roll.
But she should have done it anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I'd be like, attack.
Yeah.
Fucking go down 3 dragons on 1, bro. No matter how big Vagar is, which is so massive.
It's massive, yeah. The biggest one in the show right now.
It's the biggest one, I think, in that whole entire universe.
Yeah. So it's going to take a number of dragons to take that one down. So
that's what I'm saying. They should have done it.
But yeah, she should have just said, go ahead, go after them. But I get it. They're trying to leave a cliffhanger, and they did. I thought it was pretty cool.
I just hope that the final episode that we get tomorrow, which we'll do for the next episode, of course, review the whole season. I just hope there's something fun going to happen. Like I said, and I'm with you. I don't care if there's a major character that dies. We already got one this season that died, Rhaenys.
Yeah, right.
But just make it cool and make me excited about going into season 3, which could potentially be the last season. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. They said there's going to be like 3 or 4, maybe 5 at the max. It's not going to be very long.
I don't see 5.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't see 5. I see 3 or 4.
Yeah,
tops.
4 tops.
Yeah,
I would see. Yeah.
Yep. But either way, I just want it to be exciting and end on a cool thing. And again, these last like 3 episodes, I'm sticking to my statement of the whole week-to-week release is killing it, dude.
Yeah,
because these episodes have been kind of slow, and it's building the story, which is cool. But I could see how people would just be disinterested pretty quick because they're like, this is fucking slow. This is boring.
Yeah, definitely.
So, anyways, still one of the best shows, by the way. I'm just being a little harsh, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, you after that first fucking war, they got it because those first few episodes were great building up to that, and we knew that was coming.
Yeah.
And then they had that one war, and we're like, holy fuck, we knew this was going down.
Episode 4.
But then you wanted more of that, and the 2 episodes after that, you were like, they were snoozers, bro, for real. Mm-hmm. And then this last one was kind of the same, but it kicked it up a notch. It gave you a little bit more drama, which was cool. But like, after that fucking first war, like, I was like, man, I want some more of that fucking shit. At least one more.
It was incredible.
Another battle or something in this fucking season. Maybe in the last episode we'll see that. I don't know. But,
yeah. So we'll see, man. Like I said, we got one more episode to go, and season 2's over, and then I'm hoping to God we don't have to wait 2 years, but I don't know.
I hopefully only just 1 year, hopefully this time. But who knows, man, because it takes a lot of money to make this show. I guess.
It 100% takes a ton of money. So, yeah. Well, we're both still all in on that.
I love it. I mean,
and hopefully next week we can get our buddy Colin on to wrap up the season and talk fantasy football.
Right, yeah.
When he comes on, he usually comes on around this time of the year to talk fantasy football. So, yeah. Now, speaking of big money, woo, everybody out there, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? Because me and Leaf saw it this week. Now, I know it's already been out a week, so look, if you're not looking for spoilers, sorry, we're probably going to spoil some stuff because it's been out a week, dude.
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, you probably want to hop out of the stream for the next, 20 minutes or so.
Or stay and just hit mute.
Yeah.
So you can keep the viewers.
Yeah.
You know,
and if you're listening to it on Spotify or Apple, hit or fast forward for the next 20 minutes or so.
Sure.
And come back after you've seen the movie because we're talking about this.
Yeah. So it came out last week or whatever. We both were so busy. We both had our kids, and it's not a kids movie.
Right. Yeah.
It's not. Now look, my daughter's 14. I debated on it, but I was like, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Yeah. I mean,
there's just a lot of stuff in there that's just, well, first of all, she wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
But
because she hasn't seen the first 2.
Right. That and like the sexual innuendos. And
right. Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm like, nah, that's not really what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to protect as much as I can. God damn it.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, fuck it. She may hear it in school, but I'm not the one that's providing that. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, we saw it this week, and we were going to talk about it this week on this episode. And look, dude, we knew. We've already talked about Deadpool and Wolverine a few times on this because we saw the trailer and everything. We knew going in this is probably going to be epic, and we can agree and report out there if you haven't seen it. It's fucking epic.
Yeah, and it's the first Deadpool movie that's actually in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep.
It connects to Loki, the TV show.
Yeah.
Kind of connects to that going into the MCU with the TVA and everything.
Yeah.
Which is fucking good.
The time variant.
Yeah, the time variant authority or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And this was a brilliant fucking movie, and I knew it was. It's 6 fucking years we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
And
well, you had Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy.
Yeah.
And it's just Ryan Reynolds is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
With this character. I mean, he waited so long to play this back in the day.
Yeah.
And now this is our 3rd Deadpool movie, and he's just gotten better.
Yeah.
And he does this character legit and will never, ever do us wrong, dude.
No.
I mean, he got Disney to put out an R-rated movie, and they've hit 658 million worldwide now.
Yeah, it's going to be $1 billion in the next 2 weeks. Easily.
I mean, this is a Disney movie that's R-rated.
Yeah.
That the only way you can do Deadpool is this.
Yeah, no, you can't. You
can't dumb it down.
No.
It's not going to work.
Right.
I mean, it's Merc with a mouth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way fucking Stan Lee wrote Deadpool, and it's perfect. And I'm so glad it's making a ton of money because Disney probably was like, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been kind of hurting for especially in the MCU.
Yeah.
It's not been great.
Exactly.
And
that's why this is the only MCU movie.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. Feige even said, he's like, I understand, man. I put too much shit out.
Thank God.
Oversaturated the market. He goes, now I need to do one thing a year to keep everybody interested. But it's got to be good.
Exactly.
And then so with this one, they didn't miss. And I knew they weren't going to.
Well, it's Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds. That whole team, the whole team that did the first 2 are pretty much in this 3rd one. And Feige was like, he gave them free reign. Yeah. Which is that's
exactly what you need.
And then there's jokes in there, which is the funniest part about this is because they were talking about Feige said no cocaine or whatever.
Yeah.
But they kept talking about cocaine the whole time.
Yeah, that's
So
the
it's
thing
so
about
funny,
that's
dude.
the thing about the Deadpool movies. They
Yeah.
poke fun at like, or this one. They even before that they poked fun at the studio, the writers, the director, the producer, and this does the same thing. Like he said, like
Yeah.
Feige said, no cocaine,
Yeah.
and he pokes fun at Disney, because he's like,
Yeah.
there's no pegging in Disney. I'm used to it, but they're not, or something like that, right?
Yeah, he did that a lot. There's like those, because the fourth wall break is the big thing about Deadpool.
Yeah.
And so he made jokes to the camera about Disney, about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good.
Yes.
I mean, and then when you talk about the cameos, because we knew that was going to be a lot of them.
So we said this before this movie came out, before we saw it, when we talked about it on this podcast. We knew going into Deadpool and Wolverine, because this is the first technically Deadpool movie in the MCU.
Yeah.
We knew him coming over was going to result in some cameos and some crazy shit, and we
Yeah.
got him. So, again, I will say this right now. We're going to spoil the shit out of this if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, get out of here.
But this, especially because, like, if you know the cameos, kind of ruin the shit.
Yeah, it is.
So Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool goes to, like Leaf said, the Time Variance Authority, and he gets thrown away, and he has to find he fights, and then he has to find like a variant of Wolverine that he wants to help him.
Yes.
And he goes through a ton of Wolverines. It's fucking great, actually.
Yeah, that's
The
that's
first
one
one,
of the best
the
parts
first
of
one's
movie.
sitting at the bar, bro, like just like a Wolverine. And then he gets always like a fucking midget. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, little person.
Yeah, because
God, did I offend somebody right there?
probably. But
Fuck, I'm so sorry.
That's because the actual comic book Wolverine is like 5'3". He's not Hugh Jackman is 6'2".
Yes.
So he's not, as far as like comic book correct, because that the actual Wolverine in the comics is like 5'3". He's very short.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. I said little person. I didn't
Yeah.
say the other word. My bad. I could say dwarf.
He's not a dwarf though. He's just a short person. He's just short. 5'3" is pretty short.
Looks like a dwarf.
He
though.
does, yeah. That's true.
Anyways, his head's still the same size. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
Goes through a lot of those, though. Goes through a ton of those.
Yeah.
And then one of the ones that was the best was like he's at a motorcycle,
Yeah.
jacked, and then it's actually Henry Cavill.
Yes.
When he turns around, it's like the Cavalrine.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, because there was a rumor that Henry Cavill was going to be the next Wolverine.
Yeah.
But then also the joke that he makes, that Ryan Reynolds makes about DC is like, yeah, we're not going to treat you like those fuckers did down the street. Or
Yeah.
whatever. So I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. And yeah, that was probably one of the best cameos.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
To see Henry Cavill. And I saw, and I don't know if this is true, but on my phone I saw, did at some point Hugh Jackman do like a Superman thing? Is that what the connection is to?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, I know Henry Cavill was rumored to be after the whole Logan thing happened.
Yeah.
And like that was supposed to be Jackman's last Wolverine thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he died in that one.
He's dead. And by
Yeah.
the way, at the beginning of this, he's dead. And Deadpool's playing with his skeleton, which is
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, oh no, it's so good. And then, but like Cavill.
Shout
was
out
spo-
NSYNC. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
forgot to mention that. Hey, by the way, you know what's funny about that is, when NSYNC came out with that Backstreet Boys and NSYNC or whatever, I hated it all.
Yeah.
As my age, I hated it all. But for some reason, at age 38 now, it's become more nostalgic,
Yeah.
where I'm just kind of like, man, it's not that bad.
Well, here's the thing, because like I said, after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, I went back and watched the first X-Men.
Yeah.
In like 2000 or whatever it was, 99, 2000. And then the X2. In X2, Pyro, who is also in
Yes, he
Deadpool and
is.
Wolverine, he
Yeah.
makes a cameo in that.
Yeah, he is.
In that one, Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman's driving, Wolverine, and then Rogue is in the passenger seat, Pyro's in the back seat. He was like, "Man, change the music," and he like reaches up and changes the radio.
Pyro does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was back in X2,
Uh-huh.
so 2004 or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
And that's the song that came on.
Bye, bye, bye?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's pretty
they link those X-Men movies.
They do that shit really
There's
well.
a ton of fucking X-Men, old school X-Men shit in this Deadpool and Wolverine, because Deadpool's basically an X-Men type of character. He's like a spinoff from the X-Men.
He's the outcast though.
You're right. Yeah.
But yeah.
But there's a ton of
So that's
X-Men
really
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
And of course, Deadpool dances and does crazy cool shit. It's funny. But yeah, so you had you had him finding his Logan. He finally finds his Wolverine that he wants to fight with, and then they get banished to like this area
called the Void.
The Void,
Yeah.
which was what we all saw kind of in some early like screenshots where you had the Fox logo buried because it's done because Disney bought it or whatever.
Right.
And so that's where I was kind of like, that's where we're gonna see some cameos. So of course the first one we got was this dude up here in a hood, and it turns out it's Chris Evans, which of course I thought at the same time. I was like, that's Captain America.
Yeah.
And then of course like they do talking and everything, and then of course we don't get Captain America, we get Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
Chris Evans' first comic book role.
Yeah,
was Johnny Storm as it's Johnny Storm, but it's like what's his Flame? What's his actual fucking superhero name?
Yeah, it's
I don't know, the Flame or something.
Johnny something.
I hate the Fantastic Four. I'll be honest.
But that was the first, like that was with like Jessica Alba and that one guy, and so
and it was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And they did 2 of those, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
So Johnny Storm, Chris Evans comes out and he says "Flame on," which threw me for a loop, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was the last thing in my mind, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, "There's no way." I just didn't think it. I was like, "They're gonna do like a variant of Captain America, right?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Flame on," and he fucking shot up like Johnny Storm. And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, and like Deadpool thought that it was Captain America, and he's like, "Oh my god, he thought he was gonna say like Avengers Assemble," and then he was about to say it with him, and then he says Avengers, and then Evan says Flame on. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, he's like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Yeah, and so that was really fucking cool, actually.
And then Pyro just kills him.
And then
doesn't kill him, but
the other thing is Captain America doesn't cuss. And that's like when you first see Deadpool, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for cussing," and then and he's like, then he hears him say a cuss word, and he's like, "What?" And that's what threw me off. I was like, "Yeah, Captain America doesn't cuss. I guess he does in the Void." But then all of a sudden, you find out it's fucking Johnny Flame, bro, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is amazing."
Yeah.
And then the whole time he's fucking cussing the whole time, dude. He's like,
"Oh, I know,
oh
it's so
god,
good.
it's so good."
Yeah, so that was the first cameo, and I'm not going to try to spend an hour on this.
Yeah.
I could spend an hour on this. We could have done a whole podcast episode on this movie.
Yeah, we could.
But obviously, going through, they go through everything, blah blah blah, and then they meet up with the other Void characters that get tossed in the Void that are fighting, and it's fucking. This is the best part of the. Well, not the best. I mean, damn close to the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
we started getting the cameos, and we got in the middle of the Void, we got Elektra comes through. Jennifer Garner as Elektra comes through, which I'll be honest, I told Leaf, I was like, I never watched the solo Elektra movie.
I never did either.
I just knew her from the Daredevil.
The Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And then they do a little shot of there. She was like, oh, he's like, I'm sorry. And she was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like she just waves it off.
That was
'cause
funny.
They used to be married, obviously.
That was funny.
Yeah.
The second cameo from that whole thing, we got fucking Wesley Snipes rolls out as Blade.
Yeah.
That made me shit my pants.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, dude, Wesley Snipes, bro. And then the funny thing about that is Deadpool, once again, Ryan Reynolds and their genius fucking writing, because apparently on the last Blade 3, because he was in that, Ryan Reynolds.
Trinity.
They did not get along. Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds did not get along.
Well, the thing was I looked into that because they actually do get along.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I would hope so.
But Ryan Reynolds said in an interview, he's like, Wesley Snipes is a method actor, so he never met Wesley Snipes. He met.
Oh, is he a method actor?
Yeah, he said he was in the Blade character the whole time, and people took that as like, oh, okay, they didn't really get along because they didn't talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And but he was just being Blade the whole time. And I saw an interview with Wesley Snipes who talked about the Deadpool movie. He's like, no, we've been fine this whole time.
Good.
People thought, but like there was a little thing about it because people thought that they did not get along, and he's like, yeah, I don't like you. He's like, you never did.
Yeah, exactly. During the movie, that's the whole thing. He's like, I don't like you. He's like, you never did.
So they just kind of threw gas on a flame,
which is great.
Yeah. No, that's what that's what Deadpool's all about. By the way.
And so in my seat, by the way, I said, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going nuts, bro. Because Blade, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he was awesome. Yeah. And actually, technically, look, dude, if you want to get technical about it, the MCU. The only reason that whole thing started was because of the first Blade movie.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes' first Blade movie started technically.
Yeah, the Marvel stuff.
It really did.
Yeah, it did.
It made money, so that's gave the studios like, oh shit, maybe this might work.
Yeah, that's why they did 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, anyways, and then of course we got the in my opinion, and this is just me personally, the best cameo that I never thought was coming, dude.
Yeah.
I see a card come through the screen, and I'm like, motherfucker, that's Gambit. And of course, Channing Tatum rolls over, and it's fucking Gambit, dude. I never thought this would happen, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked for that because I've been wanting Gambit forever, dude. And they've done Gambit dirty in the X-Men. Fox fucking sucks, dude. Thank God they're gone, dude. Because Taylor Kitsch played Gambit and Wolverine, and I'm not saying Taylor Kitsch is bad. It was just the way he was written.
Yeah, the
not even
actual
close.
character wasn't written right. Like,
No, he wasn't even close to Gambit.
Yeah, he didn't have like the accent. He just had kind of a Southern accent, not a Cajun. Like, 'cause the one that Channing Tatum has is kind of the real accent.
Yes, and by the way, Channing Tatum's been wanting to play Gambit forever.
Yeah, they were supposed to do that back in 2019. It got, well, earlier than that, like 2016.
It was earlier than that, yeah.
And then when 2019, whenever Fox and Disney merged, that's when it got dropped because it was like all these projects that aren't even off the ground yet. Because Gambit never got off the ground.
It never did.
They had
It
the
was
idea,
close.
They had the idea, and like Channing Tatum was attached to it, and they had a guy that was
signed
going to
on.
write it. Yeah, but they just couldn't get like a director to.
But
really
then,
do
like
it.
you said, when Fox and Disney did that,
Yeah.
that was one of the projects that got completely thrown out.
Yeah, because, you know, it wasn't even started. So they're just like, okay,
Yeah.
well, fuck it. We're not even going to look at it.
Which is sad because, like I said, Channing Tatum has, like, it's kind of like a Ryan Reynolds thing where he wanted to play that character so bad
Well, yeah.
and pushed and pushed and pushed. Channing Tatum's been the same way with Gambit. And, dude, we finally got it. And thank you, Ryan Reynolds and
Yes.
Sean Levy, because Channing Tatum murdered that role
Yeah.
and murdered it in a good way.
Yeah.
He had the Cajun accent, which is exactly what you want with Gambit. That's where he's fucking from.
Mm-hmm.
And people were knocking on his accent. I'm like, that's what Cajun people sound like.
Yeah. No, dude, he did it so well.
And the costume was
Yeah.
literally perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly what you saw in the X-Men comics, bro.
Yeah.
And my God, this got me fucking hard.
If they,
I think the guy next to me was worried about my sanity.
yeah, if they don't do a standalone Gambit movie now, that's stupid. Because you got the momentum now. Because that was so good. Like, it did not
Yeah, he
miss.
killed it.
Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, man. They have to give it to him now. And you never know. Now that we have this new
I
MCU
hope
thing-
to God they do.
Yeah, they have to.
Because I don't want a show. Please, let's get away from that.
No, just do a movie.
Do a movie, and it doesn't have to be a solo movie. Just put him in, like
The next Avengers or something. Or,
that, or just like a tandem
Yeah.
movie, just like this one,
yeah.
because he was perfect, and I knew he would be, dude. Because like I told you, Channing Tatum's been wanting to play this character, but he's not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
He
right.
wanted to do it.
Yeah, no, he's been one. There's the same thing with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool.
Exactly.
They were supposed to do this in the early 2000s. It took fucking forever to get it going. And a lot of development like hell and shit that they went through.
Yeah.
And then finally, like in 2014, they finally got it done.
But-
and, I mean, you're talking almost 15 fucking years. dude.
Exactly. And I told you though, these cameos that were amazing, they weren't like fucking 2 seconds either. They fought during the movie. They fought. We got to see Gambit fight. We got to see Gambit fight, bro. We got to see his staff and everything. I was like, oh fuck. So I was very pumped about that. Sorry, I got hard right now, guys. I'm sorry. I got a boner right now.
Well, and two, that's the
you
other
got to
thing
be careful,
I wanted to
YouTube.
mention.
I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't have a boner.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, the fight that we got between Wolverine and Deadpool. First fight that we got was probably one of the best fucking fight sequences I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
On cinema.
Truth.
And it was so good. And Marvel's really good at their whole fight
They are.
choreography and stuff. And this fight between the first one, well, and then they had another one in that car, which was fucking amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Honda Odyssey
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
fighting about.
But the first one they had out in the void, you got the first, pretty much the first fucking like actual Wolverine kind of movements from Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
the whole crawling and running on
Oh
his
my
fucking
god,
parkour.
dude, that was incredible.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is so badass.
Yeah.
And it was just, oh my god,
Yeah.
it was everything. Because this is the first time we're seeing Deadpool and Wolverine together.
Yes, and everybody's wanted that for fucking years.
Yeah, forever, like 6 years is what. Yeah, Deadpool was like, man, I've been waiting for this forever.
Yep.
And
It was awesome.
God, it was so good.
And we didn't think it was going to happen because Hugh Jackman retired.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
It was a great movie.
The
man.
movie's incredible, guys. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And we'll move on because we've spent so much time on this. We're 40 minutes into this episode. Right. My God, dude, this is a 2-hour episode for sure. Anyways, the movie's incredible. Deadpool and Wolverine is incredible. The cameos are incredible. The ending is great. There's a ton of Deadpool variants that come in at the end. It's great. And it's just the comedy is dead on. And I'm so glad that Disney didn't restrict them. Because that wouldn't, otherwise it wouldn't be anywhere close to as good as it is.
It wouldn't be a Deadpool movie if they put like a PG or PG-13.
There's no way in hell. Because the gore, there's a ton of blood and gore, cursing and everything. You got to have it with Deadpool. You got to have it.
Yeah.
So it was fucking great, dude. And Hugh Jackman coming back, by the way.
Yeah.
God, that guy's ripped.
Yeah.
Did you know that final shot with the abs or whatever? Yeah. Everybody was like, that's CGI. And the director came out and was like, nah, that's Hugh.
Yeah, I remember him going... When they did that whole thing, like the little trailer thing where it's like Ryan Reynolds sitting on the couch and Hugh Jackman walks behind. He's like, hey, Hugh, you want to suit up as Wolverine one more time? He's like, yeah, all right. And then, and I was like, immediately at that point, I remember reading, he's like, he went straight to the fucking gym and did his whole, that he used to do back in the early 2000s, which he's like 50 fucking 5 years old.
Yeah.
And he fucking working out that much and got that body. I was like,
yeah, he said in talk shows, whenever they were on, they were like, how did you do it? He's like, literally, the only way to get that, he's like, work my ass off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you have millions of dollars and that's your job, so you can do that.
Yeah, you can hire a trainer to keep you on fucking track.
And a dietitian or whatever.
Yeah. And a chef to make your fucking food for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but it's good. It's good. Go see it if you haven't seen it.
It's so good. For this to be in the MCU and how they're supposed to kind of get the MCU back on track.
It's a perfect thing. And you said that before. You said that in a couple of episodes. You're like, I hope this gets it back on track. And brother, it got it back on track for me.
Oh, yeah, it did for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that can spin off of this fucking movie.
Absolutely.
And if they fuck it up, they won't fuck it up. Because Feige's already said, he's like, I realize we fucking oversaturated everything.
Thank God.
And he come out and said, he's like, yeah, we put out too many goddamn shows.
Yes.
And that's why he said, I'm putting out a movie a year.
Good.
Maybe. Pretty much. And so I was like, that's great. As long as you're focusing on the quality of it and the storyline, it's going to be great.
Exactly. And the next one we're getting is Captain America.
And there's a fucking little thing.
In February, I believe.
Yeah. And there's a little thing there, too, that Deadpool, there's like a running joke, even on Twitter now. I saw it because Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah.
That where he's like, why was Thor crying? Or
Yeah. Well, so, we don't know.
We don't know. But that could
be different multiverse or whatever.
It could be tied in.
Secret Wars.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, he's in the MCU now, so it doesn't matter. He can do everything.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds did say he's not doing another solo Deadpool movie, though.
Right, yeah.
But I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to.
You've already done your 2, which were great. And then well, I mean, you put this one in the MCU, and you're like, but we got the origin
3
story
solos,
done.
Though.
Like you don't need to,
we're good. Yeah. Incredible movie. One of my favorite MCU movies of all time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just because, for me personally, it's just because Gambit's in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, and they did Gambit right. Taylor Kitsch. Love the dude.
They did not fuck that up.
But they fucked it up in Wolverine Origins, bro.
That's true, yeah.
I was like, that ain't fucking Gambit, bro. This blows.
Yeah.
It's really dirty.
Well, they did a lot of those characters, like the Juggernaut.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
But that was back really before. Well, I mean,
and Deadpool in that one, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool in that one. It was awful.
Yeah, and Colossus in the early ones, like he could change into it, but the one in the Deadpool movies where he's like the silver all the time.
That was bad. That movie was bad.
Yeah. I mean some of those characters. Yeah, some of those fucking characters they didn't introduce them well.
No, they did not.
Yeah.
That was Fox, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fox.
Right.
Thank God they're gone.
So now hopefully they'll, move forward.
Well, they already did Gambit better, thank God.
Mm-hmm. They did.
And
then you saw there were so many X-Men like villains, like Toad and that devil guy, Azazel or whatever his name is.
And Pyro.
And then there was Pyro. And then that Kelly Hugh chick, the one that played, her name was Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In the first X-Men or second X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
That she was.
A lot of those original people were there.
They were there, dude. And
you just didn't see them in
the original Sabretooth was in that for a second.
Yep, he was.
And then there was, what's her name? Psylocke. Olivia Munn she was like.
No, it wasn't her, though.
But
it was her character, but it wasn't Olivia Munn.
It was not her?
No, it was not
I
Olivia
thought
Munn.
It was, dude.
It was that character.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Olivia Munn, so I guess the budget didn't.
Right.
That's another funny joke, by the way, because after Chris Evans was killed, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was like, "You fucking idiot! You got him fucking killed." And then, of course, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool was like, "It's not a big deal. Plus, do you know what he was doing with his budget?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's just shit
that
like
was
that.
The shit that was funny.
It's just fucking hilarious, man. I love it, dude.
It was so good.
Anyways, go see the fucking movie. We spoiled it here. We are almost an hour in after talking about two things.
Yeah, we got to move.
We're going to speed through this next turn. Okay, speaking of the MCU, we talked about this last week. I just want to say real quick, we know that Robert Downey Jr. is coming in as Doctor Doom, brother. We did get a report now of how much money, because we were talking about, like, this is a fucking money grab for Disney and Marvel because the last few have been shit.
Yeah,
they've been losing money.
Yeah.
Disney's been losing money.
Well, and then they had to change directions because it was Kang Dynasty.
Yeah,
and they had this whole thing with Jonathan Majors. He was going to star in like the next 3 or 4,
which would have been great.
Which would have been great, but he did get caught beating a woman on camera. We saw all that,
which really wasn't the truth. But
yeah,
okay.
And then so they had to. He got
the dude's
canceled.
innocent in my mind. I saw the video.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything crazy. I'll be honest.
And I don't know what happened with his trial and everything. I can't remember, but
he's guilty. Yeah, he's canceled.
Yeah, and so they went a different direction. We thought they were going to recast the whole Kang thing, but they didn't.
We did, and they should have. They should have just recast it.
And then we said at this last week on the last week's podcast, the San Diego Comic-Con happened, and they announced the whole. It was called Avengers Doomsday now, not Kang Dynasty.
Yep.
And then they announced that who's playing Doctor Doom, which is Robert Downey Jr., which we even said last week is weird. He's Iron Man. He was in the MCU before. It's a weird thing to do the variant thing. I don't know what they're trying to do.
That's all it is a variant, and they're going to play it off like that.
I don't like that. And then
hard to imagine Robert Downey Jr. besides Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, he played that fucking role for like 12 years.
Yep.
And you're like, you can't play another character. I don't like that. We both said we didn't like
no, we
the
don't.
whole thing.
But we were saying it's a money thing, right?
Yeah.
And it is. Now, we've got the salary for Robert Downey Jr. to come back to the MCU to be Doctor Doom and 2 upcoming films, the Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
Right.
Now, Robert Downey Jr. will receive $100 million in salary and bonuses to play this character.
It's insane.
$100 million. $100 million. So this guy's getting $100 million to come back and play this character. Now, what's funny about that is he came on stage and did his whole mask. He's like, new mask, same task. And I'm like, yeah, you're getting $100 million, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking play that character, and he'll probably do a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Because RDJ is one of the best actors of our time.
Yeah.
It's just weird, like you said, not seeing him as Tony Stark.
Yeah, I think he's going to do great. And I'm going to watch the movie, obviously, but like I just think it's going to be weird looking at him playing a different character.
Yep. I think he'll start off as a good guy.
Yeah.
And then in Secret Wars or whatever, he'll be bad.
Yeah.
Which is going to be hard to watch.
Right.
Because you see him as a savior.
Yeah, he's Iron Man.
Yeah. He sacrificed his life to save everybody.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird, but
$100 million, though.
Yeah. I mean, you got to say yes to that.
Of course. Now, the other thing I will say, Leaf, I went to the theaters yesterday, and we talked about this a little bit before. I went and watched and you haven't seen this yet.
No.
I went and watched the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, Trap.
And I was excited about this movie.
Yeah. I'm here to tell you, don't be. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this movie is ass. This is another M. Night Shyamalan movie that sucks balls. It's so fucking bad, dude. We all saw the trailer out there. Have you seen the trailer for Trap? You've seen the movie. That's it. Yeah. Watch that. 2 minutes and you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I was waiting on a twist. There's no goddamn twist. There's nothing. Here's the thing. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is in this movie. His daughter is also a pop singer. This is a goddamn pop concert for his daughter. The first hour of this movie, I'm at her concert. Yeah. And I was like, hey, is the story going to move along at all? No, it's not. He's fucking showcasing his daughter's music in this movie. 100%.
So bad, dude.
And Josh Hartnett's just there on the side sometimes.
Yeah.
Doing some stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. And then at the second half of the movie, it gets worse. It gets fucking worse. his daughter turns into the main star of the movie.
Yeah.
And Josh Hartnett is just kind of there again. And he's a fucking idiot, by the way, for being a serial killer, which you know that from the trailer.
Yeah.
And I thought, the serial killer in the trailer, I was like, there's no way, bro. There's going to be some twist. There's going to be something weird or something. Yeah. There's not. There's not. Don't watch this movie. It's trash. M. Night Shyamalan, once again, fucking is so bad. It's so stupid.
Well, that's his thing. That's what his movies have been. Like, there's some sort of twist at the end.
There's nothing
like a
here.
massive twist at the end.
There's not.
And
it's Hartnett is a killer. And then, by the way, a serial killer in this movie, Josh Hartnett, would you know that from the trailer?
Yeah.
They've come out and said that.
You knew that immediately.
Yeah. The serial killer in this movie, there's no deaths. The serial killer kills nobody in this movie.
Really?
Nothing.
So I saw the trailer where he's walking up the stairs and there's some chick that's like kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, he pushes the girl
and he
down.
basically nudges her, and then that chick doesn't die.
No, he's doing that because he's trying to get out of the place, and he's like, the cops will be drawn away from the door, and he does that, and then he goes down the stairs, and the cops are still there, and he's like, that didn't work. I mean, the fucking plot, the whole story, the writing in this is trash, bro.
Man,
it's so bad. I mean, I'll sit there and tell you guys this because I'm going to tell you this because don't waste your time. Trust me, I wasted my time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. Dude, it's so bad. And when it goes to the end of it, the whole thing is he's at a concert and like he goes into a room with all the SWAT people and he tries to act, he acts like an employee. And so they all see his face and everything. And he's like, oh, sorry guys, I'm just in the break room getting coffee. He gets coffee, pours sugar for another guy. And I'm like, okay. And then at the end, the twist, if you will. There's no twist, by the way. I put that in quotation marks. The twist is his wife turned him in. So I'm like, okay. So his wife turned him in, but they don't know his face. I'm like, this is so bad, dude. Like, there's so many stupid fucking things.
I was fucking pumped about
It's a
this.
gut. No. And I was too.
Yeah.
Because Josh Hartnett, by the way, I won't say anything bad about Josh Hartnett. He plays the character great.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. And it to me, when I walked out of the theater, the first thing I thought was like, did I just watch an M. Night Shyamalan movie or his daughter's concert?
Yeah.
Because an hour of it, at least, of an hour and 45 minutes was the fucking, she was singing on stage, playing her actual pop songs. She writes these songs.
Oh, wow. So it's basically a vehicle for that.
Yeah, exactly.
To get.
And I was so bummed. And M. Night Shyamalan's in the movie. He does that every movie.
Well, yeah,
though.
he does a cameo. He's kind of like Stan Lee.
Which I didn't mind that at all. I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, yo, bro, your daughter, her pop songs that she's hasn't gotten any legs under, obviously. You're putting that in this fucking movie? The whole hour, like an hour of it, dude. I swear to God. And then after you thought it was over, it's not. This, by the way, this movie drags way too fucking long.
Is it like 2 hours or?
Hour and 45, I think.
Okay, and it seems
It
that
feels
long.
like it drags way too long, bro. We're
Probably.
30 minutes in the movie thinking this shit's over,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not
Wow.
even close.
Yeah.
The whole goddamn thing is stupid, bro.
Damn it,
It's
man!
bad.
I was looking forward
M.
to
Night
it.
Shyamalan has lost his shit, dude.
Yeah, I think he has. What do you think his best movie is?
Signs.
Okay, what was his worst one? This one or?
I mean, this is up there. Or The Happening.
Okay, yeah, The Happening was god awful.
Yeah. I mean, he puts out a lot.
Dude, people talk about The Village being his worst.
I don't think that was.
I thought that was a great fucking movie.
I thought
to
that
be
was good
honest with you.
too. Old was not terrible, but it was
wasn't-
also weird.
It wasn't great, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, I thought that was okay. It's definitely better than this one. This one sucks. This
Okay.
is on the bottom of my list. This was so bad because I thought there was a twist coming. I'm like, no, he's the killer, and then they eventually catch him. I was like, okay, great.
So
And there's so many bad
It sounds
parts.
like it was a vehicle for his fucking daughter's music.
100%, dude.
'Cause
100%.
I had no idea he had a daughter.
Even towards the end of the movie, I was like, okay, it's starting to get interesting or whatever. And she's like, oh, I haven't played a song yet. Magically, here's a piano. And she plays another song. And I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Okay, I got it. All right.
I'm not saying anything bad about her. Like, I mean, I didn't mind her acting. I thought she was okay.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite type of music. No, the music's not bad. I'm not saying it's fucking trash, but that's what it was, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn you, M. Night. That's why I texted you.
Yeah.
When I got, I was like, I'm never watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie again, bro. I'm not doing it until it comes out in streaming. I'm not going to the goddamn theater, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It saved me money because I was going to go to the theater.
And I was pumped because
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah. Because, dude, he's kind of had like hasn't been in the forefront anymore.
No, he took a long time off.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of his first movie back.
Yeah, it's like his first lead thing. Because he was in that Oppenheimer movie, but he was like a secondary character.
But he wasn't really in, like he was,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
This is his first like lead thing.
Yeah, and I was like, hell yeah, heart in its bag, bro. Like,
Well, I'll tell you this, he's not bad. He's great.
Right, yeah.
He's great at this. It's just the way they wrote it, and M. Night Shyamalan's such a fucking idiot,
dude,
bro.
he needs to come up with better. Because I love the guy, dude. Like, you still haven't seen Unbreakable, right?
No.
That's one of my favorite all-time movies. You got to watch that.
Yeah, I got to. Yeah, you're
dude,
right.
It's so
You tell
good,
me
bro.
that all the time, I forget.
I know. I can't believe you have not seen that, dude.
My bad.
It's so good. Unbreakable.
Out of 10, though, for this one, for me, I'm giving it a 3.
Oh, shit. Okay.
3 out of 10.
Yeah, I won't go to the theater then.
Don't waste your money.
I may not even watch
Watch it on
streaming.
stream. No, just watch it on streaming. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
It's ass, though. Just so many plot hole, like just holes in the story and unreliability.
The whole fucking premise of it sounded fucking cool.
It did
like,
sound cool. It's actually based off a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad, though, dude. It's bad. It's pathetic.
Unbreakable with Bruce. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I can't. Sam has not seen that movie. And
I haven't seen Unbreakable. I'll see
God
it,
damn,
though.
it's so good. Dude.
I'll see it, though.
That's top 3 M. Night Shyamalan for me.
Okay. And yeah, look, he's put out some fucking awesome, but he's also
put out some
I think
fire.
he's gotten to the point where it's bad now.
Yeah, now he's done, I think.
Yeah. I mean, The Watchers suck too. I didn't like that. Did you?
Which one?
The Watchers?
I don't know if I saw that.
Okay. I didn't like that one. And then the cabin or whatever one was okay.
I did see. Oh, I saw
Knock
that
at the
one.
cabin or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was
It
just
was
okay.
okay, but like it was predictable. I knew
I
that
forgot.
was about the
I
Four
forgot
Horsemen.
about the movie completely because I was like, I watched it once and I was like, eh.
Well, immediately I knew that was like, I know what this is. There's 4 characters there. They're the Four Horsemen, dude. Because
Right.
the trailers even kind of led you to that.
It's exactly the same, bro.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, what? Put out these trailers that are not, dude. I'm telling you, with the trailer for Trap, you've seen the movie.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Everything else is
seen
his
that.
daughter.
I remember I was watching that. I was like, he's just kind of hanging out, and like I did see that trailer where he actually pushes that girl over.
And that's all. That's just like the one thing that happened. But I'm telling you, a serial killer in the movie kills nobody.
That's okay. That's
I
weird.
wanted to see more of the serial killer executing like evil plans. And I got none of that.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a fucking concert instead from his daughter.
Yeah, okay, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad for that reason and that reason alone. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
And I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I want it to be good.
Yeah. Well, let me talk about a movie I saw that you haven't seen yet,
Okay.
and I won't spoil this one at all. But I will say, okay, I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes,
Oh, yeah.
and we were pumped about this.
We
I
were.
wanted to go see this in the fucking theater, by the way.
Same.
And I just never got there. But it's on streaming now this week. I fired it up, and I'm going to tell you, the first like
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves ones, yeah.
Well, Matt Reeves did the second and third one, actually.
But all 3 of them are better than this one. But this one's good. I will say this one's good.
Okay, good.
You're introduced.
You made me nervous right there.
No, you're introduced to like some new characters. This is generations after the whole season.
Yeah, this is I think it's like 200 years after Caesar.
I don't know,
right?
I don't think it's that far along, but
Okay.
it's generations.
Okay.
Like there's Caesar's gone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
He's
yeah.
been gone. He
Well,
died. Well, he died in the last one. And,
died in the
and
last
that's what they talk about in this one. And there's like,
Caesar.
yeah, Caesar is home. He's not home anymore. He's gone.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Caesar
But like
is dead.
now, so this world is basically run by the apes. And then the human race is kind of like cavemen. They've reverted back to that
Okay.
because this whole virus thing, the whole like thing, the whatever it was called, the
Oh, yeah, that fucking
gas,
the
and
gas
shit
or whatever.
that made the apes
Right.
that made the humans dumber, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember the virus started spreading,
Right.
and the apes kind of rose up, and the humans either died off or they just got stupider or whatever. the
Nice.
fuck.
I like
But
that. Idiocracy.
the thing about this though is there's a few human beings out there that are super smart still, you know, because it doesn't always
It's just
go
like the
out.
whole Planet of the Apes back in the day.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this movie gets to that kind of reboot I think is what they're trying to do.
I think so too.
I will say it's a little long. It's like 2.5 hours long. A little long for the story that they're trying to tell. But it's pretty entertaining though. Like I liked it. I will say that I liked it.
Okay, good.
And
I'm excited to watch it. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I don't think
How long is it?
It's like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
It's too long. It is too long. I will say that. You could cut probably 20 minutes out of it.
Yeah.
But if you can get through it, like it's entertaining, and from the start of it, you kind of figure out what's going on, and then at the end of it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And this kind of gets. I mean, I just don't want to say anymore. I'm just gonna say. It's a story that's being told that you need to keep going through the thing.
Okay.
And like, because when we started on this whole trilogy, this was about the apes rising up and doing their thing. And so now you're seeing that.
Yeah.
And, but now it's kind of got back to where it's like the humans, it's like, okay, we're the very minority.
Yeah, we're fucked.
And now it's time to
basically.
It's time to fight back. So
we're fucked.
It's building up for more sequels.
Good.
Actually,
They will. Pumped. They need to because
I thought it was
that's never going to die.
Like
by
I
the
said,
way.
it's too long. You could have cut like 20 minutes out of it, but it's a good movie to get the story progressed as far as where you're trying to go with it.
We're never going to see the end of that because those movies are making a ton of money.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But I
good. I got to watch it.
Yeah, you got to.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad that's out. I'll watch it.
I will say though, I'm just saying, like, it's not as good as like the first three, but it's one of those where it kind of extends the story, which is great. And at the end of it, you're like, oh fuck, there is like a part at the end where you're like, oh shit, hell yeah, and there's another one coming, which is exciting for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited.
So it was really good though.
Hell yeah,
I will say it was good.
There's a movie that you should watch, and then a movie you shouldn't. Trap, don't watch.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, watch that one. Please.
Yeah, Trap, don't waste your time. Actually, if you want to watch Trap, make sure it's free on streaming, Netflix or some shit.
Yeah, don't go pay to watch it.
No. Now, speaking of Netflix, bro, another series that we've been talking about forever, Squid Game.
Yes.
It released season 1 fucking 3 years ago.
Yeah, a while back.
3 years ago or so. We finally got an announcement, season 2, fucking finally, December 26th this year.
Oh, nice.
Season 2 premieres. And on top of that, they actually put another nugget out there. Season 3, the final season, is in 2025.
Oh, that's badass.
So we got second season coming out on December 26th, and Netflix will probably drop the whole season.
Oh, yeah.
And then the third and final season comes out in 2025. So we're not going to have to wait. We're not going to have to wait.
It's insane that they announced the second season, and then they said there's a third season before the even second season started. That's pretty cool.
Yep. And so, and of course, it's got the same actors and everything in it that are still alive, by the way. Because the first season, fucking tons of people died.
Yeah, they did.
And it was an awesome show. And so I'm excited to see where this guy, and I'm excited that they did this because we had to wait for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And so now we're getting this season, and then boom, by the way, third and final season the next year. You don't have to wait that long, which is awesome.
That's great.
So thank you for that. And I'm excited to see where this writer goes with this, man.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Yeah, this is season 1 was massive, dude. Everybody jumped on it. And then,
everybody.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I can't wait to watch Squid Game.
It's going to be good, man.
I've rewatched the first season actually once already.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to do it again before this one drops just to make sure I'm fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh, baby. Okay. Another thing I got to say real quick, and this is in the music world, bro. Guess who's back in custody, bro?
Oh, I can guess this. It's the guy from Puddle of Mud.
Wes Scantlin, bro.
I knew it.
Wes Scantlin.
The worst cover of all time.
Yeah, really.
You hang me out to dry.
He's a great singer. Let's listen to this part.
Every night, rain.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't know how they released that.
I don't know, but I'm thankful
So
that they
bad.
did. Wes Scantlin, who is singing right there, as you heard, great singer. Great singer.
That's debatable.
Rested once again on Monday. And look, dude, I don't know how many times this makes. This has to be, I would say 30 or more. Right? It has to be,
He
right?
should be in prison for a while.
Exactly. So he gets pulled over for a traffic violation in Burbank, California.
Of course he does.
He was asked to get out of his car after police realized he had a warrant out for a previous alleged offense of possessing a weapon at an airport. He refused to leave his Hummer H2 even after a crisis negotiator was called in.
Hummer H2, those are old.
Yeah, right. Forcing the cops to use pepper spray to get him out.
Holy shit.
When the pepper spray didn't work, the Burbank Police Department SWAT team was called in around 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Good Lord.
to break the car window to shoot non-lethal pepper balls to make him leave his truck and surrender.
Jesus.
Scantlin was taken to the hospital after that to get his eyes flushed from the pepper balls, but was otherwise unharmed. He has been booked for the weapons warrant and a new charge, by the way, of resisting arrest.
Good Lord. All right.
So, if I'm mistaken, I don't think I am. I think this is definitely upwards around 30 times this guy's been arrested.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
There has been nothing but drama with that band and that guy
Yes,
for the last 20 years.
correct.
At least.
Yeah.
Like, he was supposed to play
Yeah, I mean,
down
look.
the road from us. Like, at
Oh,
the,
yeah.
And they had to cancel the
Yeah,
show.
that didn't happen,
Because
obviously.
he has a big problem with alcohol and drugs, obviously.
Yeah, and that's sad.
And yeah.
But
I
at
mean,
the same time, I'm like, get help, guy.
yeah. And his whole band quit, by the way.
But like, you get
'Cause
pulled
obviously-
over for a traffic violation, and then all of a sudden it turns into you getting SWAT teams on you. That's a little bit of a problem.
That's
bro.
pretty bad.
At 4 a.m., by the way.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like, what are you doing? And he had to be hammered. There's no way he's not hammered or on some sort of drugs.
Yeah. Well, if the first
4
pepper
a.m.?
spray
What are you doing
didn't-
driving at 4 a.m., bro?
Yeah, you're hammered. You're gone
Exactly.
at that point.
Yeah, and like the pepper spray didn't work.
Yeah, I'm like,
so they had to bring in
Jesus.
pepper balls.
Yeah, they
No.
just shoot him in the face with pepper balls.
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
So this guy's back with another charge. He's probably out of jail by now.
Oh, sure, yeah. Somebody
know.
bailed him out.
But at the same time, just imagine how much money this guy's wasted on that. Just arrests and getting out of bail money.
Going to fucking
and
court.
court
shit.
and
Yeah,
lawyers.
Yeah.
And just, obviously, I guess not too much lawyers because he had a warrant out for his arrest. And now he's got another charge, resisting arrest. So have fun with that, guy. Wes Scantlin, baby. Free.
It's so bad. That's the worst cover I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Now, speaking of another band out there, not a bad cover, Aerosmith, bro.
Yeah.
We got news on Aerosmith, I think, yesterday. Unfortunately, Aerosmith, this is an RIP segment, actually, for us. The band Aerosmith, RIP, they're done, brother.
They're done touring.
They have completely called it quits because Steven Tyler's vocals injuries he cannot recover from and cannot do it anymore.
Yeah, he's what, 70? Probably.
Probably.
Somewhere in there.
A full recovery from his vocal injury is not possible. We have made a heartbreaking and difficult but necessary decision as a band of brothers to retire from the touring stage. So they're not touring anymore. Now, I don't know if that means that they may try to put out a song here and there.
Maybe.
But they're not touring anymore. I don't know how you can do that. If he can't tour, then he can't. Well, shit, I won't say he can't, but I guess touring-wise, he can't do it. Maybe he can still record a song, and then maybe they can come on like an award show or something
Yeah.
and do like one song.
They can't do like a fucking 1 or 2
17
hour show.
set,
Fucking
17
yeah.
song set, right?
Right, yeah.
Maybe he can come on an award show and do like one song, like
Yeah.
Dream On or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know how you can do that if you got vocal injury.
Yeah, he wrote that song when he was 18.
Yeah.
And you can't do that when you're 70. I mean, you just have to change the key and do a bunch of different stuff because it's not the same.
If you've never seen Aerosmith on tour, you never will. They retired from touring.
Yeah, they're done.
So
sad day, man. But I mean, yeah, like 76 years old, dude. I mean, come on.
What's your favorite Aerosmith song?
Damn, that's a good question, man.
I mean, I think mine would have to be Dream On. I mean, I don't. I know that's played a lot and played out a lot. I mean, there are some good ones. Like I love Sweet Emotion for some reason.
Well, yeah, I mean that was
also played out. I get it.
Mine is probably, man, what's that song off of Pump? It's
Aubrey
so
says
good.
his is Stairway to Heaven.
Okay, nice try.
We might have to play some Aerosmith songs after this episode.
We
just
will,
to,
dude. Yeah, mine is like it. There was a
There's so many albums, bro.
Yeah,
Toys in the Attic, bro.
yeah.
From 75, Walk This Way, Sweet Emotion. That's the one I was there.
Let me see.
So many good songs.
The album Pump was like a big one for me. What's it called? What It Takes. That was a big song for me.
Yeah.
What It Takes.
Crazy.
Permanent Vacation. Was
Do you like Crazy?
Mm-hmm. I do like that. Those
Living on the Edge is a good one.
Yeah. Crying was good.
Yeah, Crying.
Angel's a good one. Like Permanent Vacation was a great album, by the way.
Shut Up and Dance. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding.
Toys in the
Wade's
Attic.
World, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, their later stuff, though, it got weird, like, after that.
Well, they stopped writing their songs.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't write their most popular song, probably.
Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Yeah.
For
They
Armageddon.
didn't even write that song.
No, that was Diane Warren, by the way. who
Yeah.
was-
And that's sad. The band does that. I'm like, what are you doing, guys? So, yeah.
Just trying to keep it, trying
Yeah.
to stay relevant in the music business, bro. At that time.
Write some fucking songs, guys.
Yeah, What It Takes is a great song, Jeff.
I mean, my God, you have Joe Perry.
Yeah. What are you doing?
You know what I mean? And fucking, you guys wrote Dream On. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's probably my favorite Aerosmith song. I mean, honestly.
That's a really good one. Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, that's their first fucking album, dude. Like you said, 18 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
And you know why? I think I tipped my cap to that one because it was like a big song in the movie Miracle,
Oh, yeah.
the USA
Oh, yeah,
Men's 1980.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So crazy. And I wish I would have seen them live, but I did not. I'm an idiot for that reason.
I never did either, man. Yeah.
So, yeah. R.I.P. Aerosmith touring. Like I said, though, they may put out a song here or there, and then maybe an award show,
They
like
do
the
like a
Grammys.
festival
The
or something.
Grammys. No,
Yeah.
they won't be playing a full show, I bet. No. way.
No. It's,
Well, maybe not. Maybe they will. It just says touring.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Maybe you'd be able to
They
do
may
one show.
do like a set somewhere.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, we never thought Celine Dion was going to sing, and then she came to the Olympics and was like, don't have a problem. And I was like, holy shit.
Well, I mean, that's one song. Like, if she's going to do like 2 hours, which her whole catalog, she has to do 2 hours.
She could do 8 days.
Yeah. She do a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah.
So she can't sing a whole thing.
I don't think so. I think you're right. I think at that point it would become a problem.
But I would love if she is able to go back on tour.
If she's going to Vegas and doing a residency,
I'm selling everything to go see that.
and that's what she lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
If she does another show in Vegas, residency style, we're going.
I'm going.
I'll take a second mortgage out of this house.
Oh, I'm selling I'm doing everything.
Hell yeah.
I'll fucking drive in a van that I just bought because I sold everything, and I'll follow her around the country.
Yeah, we'll drive there. I'm not driving there.
No.
I'll see you
We'll
there.
fly.
I'll see you there. It's like our buddy Gary who's scared to fly, and I'm like, he's like, let's just drive to Vegas and make it a road trip. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you there.
No, yeah, you can drive all day.
I'll be there in 2 hours. You'll be there in 15. See ya.
Yeah, I'm not.
See you, guy.
Yeah, I'm hopping on a plane, bro.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm ready to move to sports.
Let's do it.
Okay. Before we move to sports, guys, this is like the halfway
Keep me
point in
break.
the episode, and there's no surprise here that I got to take a piss, and Leaf does too, probably.
Hey, Mikey, you got to go pee pee.
Hey, Mikey, you gotta go. And by the way, that guy's terrible at music.
Yeah, he's going to
Let's
be
not
in
even get
Dallas.
started on that. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit, like just 1 minute to 2 minute, little bit of a PP break for us because we're pounding beers today, and that's just what it
Oh
is.
man, we've been drinking. For
So we'll see you in just a second. Give us a second. We'll be right back. Sports.
Whew. We're
All
back.
right, sorry, everybody. All right, sports. Here we go. Hope you're fucking happy. Sammy make pee pee. Woo! I
Yeah.
did.
Same.
Sammy and Leafy make pee pee. Ooh. What are we doing? Anyways, okay. Moving on. Hey, bro. I think we know the Summer Olympics are going on. We mentioned that last week, of course. And, of course, we wanted to talk about Team USA and how badass they are. Today, actually, before we recorded, Katie Ledecky won her 9th gold medal, bro.
Yes.
Her 9th, bro. And I think we can dub her as the GOAT of swimming for women's, of course.
Yeah, she's the most decorated female swimmer of all time.
Yeah.
Already. And we knew that was going to happen because she dominated when she was like 15 years old. And they were like, this is the next one.
Yeah.
This is like the next Phelps,
Yeah.
basically.
9 gold medals for her. She's got more like silver and bronze as well, of course.
Right, yeah.
But mostly gold because that's what she is. And Simone Biles, by the way, another one that's just the GOAT of gymnastics, winning gold nonstop.
Yeah, right.
So incredible watching her this past week with Team USA, men's and women's medaling. I think the men's won like bronze or silver. The women's won gold, though. I watched that live.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
They had an insane fucking gymnastics team this year, dude. It was crazy.
They've been
There's no
together a
way they
while.
weren't- yeah,
there's no way in
they
hell.
were gonna
There's
lose.
no. Hell no. Now, overall medal count, as I look at it right now, USA is winning 61 total medals. China still leads with gold medals, though, 16 medals. USA's back to 14. But track and field's starting, so we're going to take that over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a ton of great. Well, we watched the shot put final today, and there was American Ryan Krauser who just won gold.
Yep.
I don't know if that's added to that
It
account.
might. I don't know. It's current apparently, so
Yeah.
maybe not
maybe-
officially though. It could update tomorrow.
Right.
But yeah, Ryan Krauser, which we did talk about last week, won gold in on the shot put. We knew.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got the world record for that.
yeah.
So-
and he came close to breaking it again.
Yeah.
His own record. Yeah,
16-pound shot put ball. throwing it 75 feet. I mean, good luck.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was pretty cool to watch, though, today.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we watched, right before we hit record, we watched Katie Ledecky win her 9th gold, which was awesome. 800 meters freestyle swim, which, my God, that's so much swimming. She won the 1,500 meter and the 800 meter. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, that was like the longest race of all time. I was like, Jesus, how's it still going?
Yeah, she did the 1,500 meter the other day. I watched it, and I was like, I'll be back in 10 minutes, and she was not done yet because that race takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's so fucking long, dude.
Yeah. So, pretty cool, man, seeing those USA people out there killing it for us. Of course, we have our girl, Sha'Carri Richardson from Dallas, who was in the semifinal today. She didn't win her heat, but that was the semifinals, so she's going to go to the final.
Yeah.
And I think I could say it didn't look like she was going full out. We'll see, though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Like her first heat, she won by so much.
It was, yeah.
And then, the semifinal thing, I was like, I don't know if she's just like maybe conserving.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
She
but the
finished
final,
second. She finished second in her heat.
Yeah.
There's two or three semifinal heats, and she finished second behind the Jamaican racer who's that St. Lucia.
Yeah, St. Lucia. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
which I saw before she was like the first one from that country that's because they haven't won a medal ever. So like they say like
that's pretty
she's
cool.
The one that's like got the best chance to win a medal for their country for the first time ever.
I can't tell if Sha'Carri was chilling or
I couldn't tell if she was.
But just maybe she was a little surprised actually.
Maybe.
Oh shit.
So maybe she's got a little more in the tank. Hopefully, because
I
would love for America to win that fucking gold medal in that race, female, male, whatever. But like
we haven't seen the men's racing yet.
Yeah, we have not seen that yet. They usually get the women's
out of the way.
Yeah.
Not a dig on the women, by the way.
They just get their events out first, and then.
Yeah, I'm ready. But anyways, it was cool to watch today. Now, the big thing from the Olympics this past week was that the female boxing, of course. I don't want to say too much on this. This is just another category that fucking, I will say just not even category, but another thing that divides people, which I can't stand it because we're in sports or whatever, and it's not supposed to do that. We're supposed to just watch that and cheer the athletes on, right?
Right.
There was a boxer from, was it Argentina or Algeria? Yeah. See, this is how much I've researched this. I just don't care. Who has been, before the Olympics, was not able to compete in other events and other tournaments because of gender testing thought that, hey, you have too much testosterone and XY chromosomes and you're not allowed to compete in the women's division. That was before the Olympics. The Olympics come on. I guess he passed and is able to compete in the Olympics. Now, having said that, here's what I want to know, dude. Here's the last thing I want to know. And then this is what I said on my personal page. If you're a man, you can't compete in women's sports, period. Mm-hmm. End of story. That's it. That's not debatable. I think everybody can agree on that, right? If she passed some sort of test or whatever, great. But we've got to figure out a way. Does she or he, whatever, have a competitive advantage over the other athlete? If the answer is yes to that, can't compete. That's it. End of story. Especially in boxing, because you're beating the shit out of somebody. And if you're stronger than that somebody, like as a man versus a female, that's not okay.
Right.
And that's all I'm going to say about it. And I know this has stirred up so much controversy and argumentative stuff. I don't want to go down that road. I'm tired of arguing.
Yeah, well, the thing is if you test positive for an XY chromosome,
you're a man.
You normally have more testosterone in your system than if a female took testosterone, to get stronger.
Right.
Because that's illegal to do. If you're a female and you take testosterone to get stronger, if you get tested and you have more, there's like a mark. And if you're over that mark, you get disqualified.
Yeah.
Even if you're a female, by the way. And then this person who is supposed to be born a female, and she has more testosterone than if some female took a testosterone shot, they have more. It's like an XY chromosome. You're basically a man.
Yeah, so I
You
actually
have those features, and so that's why they got this boxer from Algeria got disqualified from the 2023 World
Championships in
because
boxing.
that test basically proved that they were a fucking male.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
And I started researching this a little bit more, and I'm not apparently I'm not putting this boxer down, this person down at all. And I guess they were born with DSD, which is disorder or difference of sex development.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that some people are born with, and I'm sorry you're born with it, dude. I feel terrible for you. I do. You cannot compete against actual biological females, though. And I looked up an actual doctor, by the way. I looked up an actual doctor for the opinion on this because I'm like, I'm tired of fucking seeing people's opinions and whatnot. Let me go to an actual doctor that has an opinion on this, that's studied this shit in school for way longer than I went in school. That's for damn sure. And this is what they said. Athletes with DSD who have testes, usually internal, which is apparently what this individual has, XY sex chromosomes, male typical levels of testosterone, which we know happened because of the tests in 2023, and functional androgen receptors are often described as females with hyperandrogenism, i.e. abnormally high levels of testosterone. They experience physical benefits of this high testosterone during puberty, which translate into athletic advantage over females. The issue for sports is that athletes with DSD-5 alpha reductase deficiency may be socialized as female, may be legally female, and may live and identify as female, but they are male at the end. That's from a doctor. I trust a doctor. I'm sorry. And I'm sure there's a ton of doctors out there that say the other way, and I'm not trying to argue. I just feel like that's probably the most legit thing right there that I've ever read.
Yeah.
So on the whole thing.
And there's a Taiwan boxer that's the same way, that's getting kind of heat. And if you look at pictures of that person, that looks like a dude, straight up. I'm not.
No, you're right. I've seen that.
If that's a biological female, there's fucking no way you convince me unless I saw the parts myself.
And I hate it.
You know what I mean?
The reason why I bring this up and we were talking about this, I hate it for the females that actually do this and try to do it for their dream.
Right.
It's not fair to those females. It's just like the swimmer we talked about.
Right.
Leah Thomas.
Yeah.
Who was dead last in male swimming and then switched to female, and they beat Riley Gaines, who's been the one female that's talked about that the most. And then the others have come out about that and be like, yeah, well, what about the fact that he was watching us change?
Yeah, well, and the whole thing is Riley Gaines was number 1 of all time in the female swimming. She was supposed to win the national championship that year. She lost to Leah Thomas, who's a biological male.
Exactly.
Because he couldn't beat men.
Yeah.
He was like ranked number 250 something in men's.
Yeah.
He said he was a female, automatically was number 1 swimmer.
Look,
obviously.
Dude, the only thing I got to say about this whole thing, just... I can't believe this is a thing, man. I can't believe we're doing this. Is the downfall of society, bro.
Yeah.
If we let men or somebody who tests as an actual male, and look, if she's got a vagina, great, but she has internal tests. There's cases of this out here. Mm-hmm. If you have a competitive advantage over females, you can't compete. Sorry, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you can't do it.
Are you going to let the other females do steroids?
Yeah,
so they can get up to that level.
Right.
You can't. I mean, it's not.
It's not fair.
It's not approved.
It's not fair.
The Olympic shit.
And I feel bad for the woman that busted her ass to get there. Apparently, she was boxing for her deceased father.
Yeah.
She was trying to win a gold medal for him, and she broke down just completely.
Yeah.
And it's not right, in my opinion.
I don't think it is.
I mean, can we get fucking common sense in this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Please, where are we in society that we can't just have common fucking sense, bro? Right. That's all I want. Look, if what's her name wants to box, great. But you got to go to the men's division because that's where you line up.
Yeah.
Just it.
100%.
I mean, otherwise, I'm sorry that you were born that way. You know?
Yeah.
Some people are born with mental deficiencies.
Yeah.
They don't get to choose.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Some people have Down syndrome. They don't get to choose.
Yeah.
You know, there's Special Olympics. Thank God for that. You know? Trying not to laugh. Fuck you guys. I'm not laughing. Fuck you, Leaf. You were laughing.
I didn't laugh.
I saw it. I'm actually being serious, man. So I'm just saying, dude.
No.
I'm tired of people arguing back and forth, honestly. And like I said on my thing, the only thing I said on that was like men's don't belong in women's sports. We've said that.
Well,
We've
that's
said
happening in high school, dude.
And that's the one thing that pisses me off because you have a daughter, I have a daughter, and if a man tries to take her spot, I'll go live it.
Yeah.
I'll go live it. I don't give a fuck what they feel like inside.
I don't either.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's a big problem, man. And
Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to go off that much.
It needs to be looked at.
Hey, my God, can we get back to common sense in this country, in this world? I guess I should say.
That's all I hope for.
We're fucked. Dude, I hope to God that an asteroid comes soon. Anyways. Speaking of the Olympics, though, again, at the end of the Olympics, you know what's going to happen? At the very end of the Paris Olympics, who's going to pass the flag, bro? Because you know they do that.
Yeah.
None other than Mr. Tom Cruise, by the way, and he's going to do a stupid stunt, is what Tom Cruise is going to do. He's going to do a fucking ridiculously dumb stunt to pass the flag, which who else could it be to do some sort of dumb stunt, bro?
Right.
Other than Tom Cruise, he's going to do some sort of fucking stunt where he jumps off so much and could die, but he does not care.
No.
Because it's Tom Cruise. And I think he's going to jump off the Hollywood sign or some shit.
That makes sense.
And just do something stupid, bro.
Yeah. It's not surprising.
He just doesn't give a fuck, bro. He's like, I'm going to record this, and it's probably going to go into my next goddamn movie. Fuck it.
Probably.
Yeah. But no, he's going to the flag, and he's going to pass off the fucking thing. I don't think he's jumping on the Hollywood. And other than that, I think he's jumping off the Eiffel Tower first. I don't know.
That's amazing. I love it.
Some sort of shit that's stupid Tom Cruise is going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm worried about the guy.
Yeah. No, he's like 60.
It's not like he's fucking 20.
You know, he's old.
He ain't Maverick.
No.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're looking forward to that. Okay. Leaf. NFL started officially on Thursday. We got the Hall of Fame game. Did you watch a single second?
I didn't even turn it on.
Did you not?
No.
I did for a little bit, but I was also playing Call of Duty at the same time. It was just on above me.
You didn't. There's 0 starters, right?
No starters.
Yeah.
No starters. But we did see the kickoff for the first time.
I like that. Yeah.
That's what we were seeing for the first time was the new kickoff, which was what XFL was doing. Like I told you before, and we went over this before the NFL season started. God, if anybody would listen to us, we did go over this.
Yeah, because last year we did every single Thursday night football game. We streamed it live.
Yeah, well, we're doing it again.
And I can't remember a kickoff return.
Oh, that's
ever.
right.
It was
that was like a running joke.
Yeah, it was like, oh, look, a touchback. How many times does that happen?
Yeah,
and
it was like a running joke.
Every goddamn Thursday night started off with a fucking touchback.
That's right. That was like a running joke.
Yeah.
The first kickoff of the game. Touchback.
Yep.
So, yeah, the new kickoff rules for NFL this year, if you haven't seen it, it's coming. And they did it in this first official game preseason, if you will. And so if you've ever watched the XFL, you know the teams start off five yards apart, basically. The kicker's like 10, 15 yards back. He kicks it, and then there's a landing zone. The landing zone is a piece of terminology that's like from the 20 to the goal line. And if it lands in there, 20-yard line on kickoffs. Any kick that lands short of the 20-yard line is treated like a ball kicked out of bounds, and the receiving team gets possession on the 40-yard line. Kicks that land in the end zone are treated similarly how they were previously. The return team can either down the ball and get possession at the 30-yard line. It's not the 40 anymore. It's the 30-yard line and return it. Additionally, kickoffs that go out the back of the end zone are treated as a touchback and result in possession at the 30-yard line. However, they did move the kicker back a little bit, so it's not as easy as it was before.
Right.
Kicks that land in the landing zone must be returned by the kicking team, meaning if it's the 20-yard line to the goal line, you have to return it. You can't call like a fucking fair catch. If kickoff lands in the landing zone and bounces into the end zone, the receiving team can down it and receive possession at the 20-yard line. Now, the other thing about this is the kickoff team cannot move until the receiving team catches the ball.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That they're trying to result in less collision and injury.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of a pussy way to go. But actually, when you watched the game the other night with the kickoffs, it wasn't that bad. It actually was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was better to see a kickoff return. Like if they catch the ball inside that 20 to goal line area, they're returning it.
Exactly.
And finally, thank God. Because all they had to do was do a fair catch, and they get it at the 25 or whatever, like college rules, basically.
Yeah, so this is incentivizing that.
Yeah.
Kick it as close to the goal line as you can, and you can tackle the returner, because if you don't, then he's going to start at the 30.
Right.
So you want to kick it as close to the goal line and tackle him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is a good thing. I really do.
I think so, too.
I think this is a totally good thing. Now, there are some things that are ass about the new kickoff rules. Because this kickoff rule is like the kickoffs of like, whatever. But now, do you want to be deceptive?
Right.
Because we've had some deceptive shit. Because if you change this up, and they're like, oh, there's no way to do an onside kick. 10 yards. No way, right? You're correct. And this is where I do not like it. Onside kicks are illegal before the fourth quarter.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Because you remember when like Belichick did that in the start of the second half or whatever?
Well, there's been a lot of coaches do this, and I mean, it's a way to fire up your team if you get the ball back.
Yeah, it's like a good.
There's been Super Bowls that do this.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. I hate this rule. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Onside kicks are illegal before the fourth quarter, so you can't do it at halftime, starting off halftime.
Basically, it's just the team's going to know when you're going to do it, obviously.
More coming up here.
Yeah.
The team must be losing to try an onside kick. That's not a big deal. They usually are losing when they do an onside kick.
Yeah.
Third thing, this is asinine. Team must announce intention to kick an onside kick ahead of time.
I hate that.
So
no, you shouldn't. It's a strategy, bro.
Exactly.
It's like if you're gonna throw like a certain play out there,
like a Hail Mary. Yeah. I mean, everybody usually knows.
You're gonna announce we're doing a run play.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna put 8 in the box and they're gonna know what's happening.
Exactly. I mean, it's terrible, dude.
This is stupid. I hate this because there's so many teams that have done like I said, like at the start of the second half, kicked a fucking onside kick and got an advantage that whether they were winning or not, losing or winning or whatever.
It's just like
it was just a strategy.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
And it made the game more exciting.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, if you have to go, guess what? We're kicking an onside kick here, and you can't do it until the fourth. Yeah, everybody knows if you're down by 2 and it's 2 minutes left in the fourth, you're going to kick a goddamn onside kick.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, but like, let us have the surprise factor.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
No, that's the shitty part about it, and Roger Goodell sucks for that.
Yeah.
But that's your new kickoff rules for 2024. Now I will say I do like the actual normal kickoff. I think that's
it's
really
going to give us more kickoff returns, which we've been wanting.
Yes,
because like I said, I think every goddamn Thursday night we never had a kickoff return.
I guarantee there was.
It was kicked through the end zone, no problem.
If any, there was maybe one.
Yeah, 100%. There's barely anything.
Like I said, it was.
Our joke was like, you just started at the 25.
Exactly.
Because there's no reason to kick. You're obviously going to kick it through the goddamn uprights.
Yeah. Well, they moved the kicker back too, thank God.
Well, yeah, finally.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, otherwise, just like every kick went
every
out.
fucking game.
And it wasn't
like,
just every
hey, Sam,
Thursday.
I bet this is going to go through the end zone, and it did every time.
And it wasn't every Thursday. It was every Sunday, too.
Yeah. There was 0 fucking kick returns, bro.
Yeah.
And that takes those guys like Dante Hall and Devin Hester, those guys who are actually in the Hall of Fame right now for that reason. Yeah. That takes their fucking talents
completely,
out of there.
You're like worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need a kicker. You don't have to look for one of those guys.
No, not at all.
The special teams means nothing.
Yeah.
Unless it's a field goal or, whatever.
Yeah, just get a fucking kicker, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, you're right. You're 100% right. And I'm glad about that. But I don't like the onside rule. That's kind of fucking shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that.
So
I think you should be able to kick a goddamn onside kick whenever you want to.
Yeah. First preseason games are coming up this next week for our teams. Besides this Hall of Fame game, which no one watches, by the way.
I didn't even watch it. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't watch Caleb Williams?
No, because he didn't play.
Correct, sir. He did not play.
He did not play.
Well, he's supposed to play from now on. I think he's supposed to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did not play. No starters played.
No.
So, anyways, okay, we're looking forward to the Cowboys and Commanders season. I will stroke out this year.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So make sure you stay tuned on that. Just real quick before we get out of here, just want to say I just want to talk about the Texas Rangers for just a minute or two. This team is ass. Last time we were talking was right before the trade deadline, and we were excited to see what they did. They did nothing. They traded for a backup catcher, live, by the way, when we were recording last time. Backup catcher, a bullpen guy, Andrew Chafin, which is not bad, but he got lit up last night, so it didn't really look good. And then another bullpen guy. And it's just was none of the shit we needed. We needed a bat.
Right.
I mean, this team has been struggling offensively all year. The one thing we need is a bat, probably two.
Yeah.
And people were like, there's no room. Like these fucking writers out there, there's no room. Leote's insane. Fuck Leote. He's not doing nothing, dude.
Trade him.
Exactly. I'm just like, what the fuck? Is this guy not tradable? Like, are we that fucking close to these players, bro, that you can't trade? This is a fucking winning business, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. Like I told you, bro, there's only a select few players that I wouldn't trade. And Leote is definitely not one of them.
Yeah.
I would trade the fuck out of that guy.
Don't get me wrong, man. We needed another left-handed guy out of the bullpen. Great. But
we needed that. We needed a bullpen guy.
Yeah, we needed that, and then we needed a lot more, and they didn't go get it.
We needed offense.
We needed offense.
And they didn't do it. Nothing. Yeah. Not one time. I'm sorry, Carson Kelly's not it.
No.
I wanted a DH, bro. Like, was Brent Rooker seriously not available? Do we know? Like, I haven't heard anything about that. Does Oakland, did they completely block him for some reason because they're fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Like, Mason Miller's not available? Why the fuck does Oakland not unload all these people they have to build up to their Vegas shit?
Yeah.
Even though they're going to Sacramento last year. Hey, Mason Miller and Brent Rooker, have fun in Sacramento next year at a AAA ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm them, I'm like, get me the fuck out of this place, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
God. Fucking goddamn Chris Young. I'll give him a D- on this trade deadline.
No, it's terrible. We got nothing. Well, okay, you got a great bullpen guy, but that's not going to do you any good.
Got rocked last night?
Yeah, what your problem is the offense right now. We can't score fucking runs, dude.
I don't care if Leote has no value, bro. Trade him. I don't give a fuck.
Get him out of there, dude. Get him fucking out.
He'll give you some sort of value. Some team will fucking give you something.
He's 25 or whatever he is.
I've seen enough, dude.
Yeah, I'm done.
Tired of it. And like some team will give you like a single A, high A guy for him.
You're 5.5 games back right now, and you're not getting any closer. You can't win. You have to win the division. And
this team's bad.
You're not going to. And they came out after the trade deadline and just shit the bed. They didn't.
Max Scherzer just went to the IL.
Yeah, they didn't do enough to help this team. It feels
it's over.
It feels like a layup.
Yeah.
It feels like a fucking, and so they're like, oh, maybe we just need this guy, and
no,
it's not going to help you at all. You're done.
They did nothing to get better at the deadline, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
They really didn't. And look, dude, this is a swing and miss by Chris Young. I don't know what was available. And I will say that. We don't know what was available. We don't know what the teams were asking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know if they were, but dude, you had the pieces to give away for a bat, bro. You got all these expiring contracts. You're not bringing them back, then you got to get rid of them. Robertson, Yates, Scherzer. I know he said he wouldn't waive his no trade. Yeah,
He would now, yeah, because I mean, obviously, it's terrible.
Haney, he was expiring.
Yeah.
You know, they did trade for Lorenzen. That was the one they did trade. But there was more to trade, and I
They
feel
got
like
nothing for him though.
well, they got that Pennington guy for that. So
Okay.
and he got called up, so we'll see because Scherzer went to the IL.
Right.
By the way, like we've been saying all along, Scherzer is done, bro.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, he's over. I mean, he got hurt.
He's
again.
40. It's over.
Yeah.
Like you've been on the IL 6 times in the last 2 years, bro. Call it, bro.
Right. Right.
And he's making so much fucking money, and he gets paid so much fucking money
until
after
like 2030.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, these contracts. But yeah, he's fine. And he just bought a house. And somebody like Nachi just said that. I'm like, yeah, but he's getting paid so much money after this contract.
Yeah, you
so
can
he's
sell
fine.
that and move. Yeah,
Well, it doesn't matter.
matter.
He lives
Yeah.
like two. I think and the reason I heard the reason why he bought that was that he's a minute and a half from DeGrom. Because him and him are buddies.
That's fine.
Well, there's no way in hell he's moving, bro, because you're in Texas, bro.
Yeah, you're
and
not.
cheaper here than it is in California.
Yeah,
That's
you
for
can
sure.
retire here, and then you're still getting paid for 6 years from the Mets. Great,
Dude,
great
I don't
job.
know, man. This Rangers team, they got their and then we'll watch it. We're watching this game after this episode.
For some reason,
Yeah, well, we got to. Why not?
there's nothing else on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. We're gonna be
This team
shit-faced.
is not going to win because you know what? When you look at the standings right now, they're back by
5.5.
5.5, and they only have a certain amount of games left, which is like 50 now,
Well,
52.
They have to be 20 games over 500.
That's what I'm saying.
For the rest of the year, and
Exactly.
they've never shown that kind of fight this year.
Exactly. You got to go 15 to 20 games over 500 the rest of the year
Yeah.
to make the playoffs. Maybe.
Good luck. Good luck.
And it's not going to happen with this team. They haven't shown it, especially on the road. They're so shit on the road.
Yeah.
Which after going 11-0 in the playoffs is weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those
Setting a
seasons,
record
man.
in the postseason, and then like come back and they're like, "Wow, we're trash."
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn World Series hangover.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
God
dude.
damn, they had 3.5 months off, dude,
Mm-hmm.
after the World Series. There's no way they're tired.
No, there's not. I mean, I don't believe that shit, dude.
Bro, when I was playing sports, yeah, of course I was tired and everything. I didn't play 162 straight games,
Right.
but none of them do anymore.
No.
So, but if I had 3 months off between that,
It's an excuse.
3 months.
It's an excuse.
I had 3 months off. Do you think I'm ready to go again?
Yeah, 100% you are.
Even if I won the title? I'm like, I love that. So I had so much fun winning the title last year. I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
That's what their attitude should be. I don't see it.
I don't either.
And Chris Young did not help, by the way, with his no trading for at least just a goddamn bat.
They did not improve.
Just somebody that can hit home runs, please.
There was nothing that was done. I don't.
He was leaning on that. Josh Young's back. I'm like, oh, God, don't tell me.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I can't blame Josh Young. He's missing that long a time. You're not expecting this guy to come back and be the savior.
You don't enter him into the goddamn lineup and he starts killing it. Like, that doesn't happen.
7 home runs. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Aubrey says day off. That's the other thing. Day off for Seeger today. That guy's getting a lot of days off.
Oh, really? Of course he is. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's only making
had the whole
35.
goddamn first month of the season off, and
Yeah,
now
he's only making $35 million this year.
Yeah,
so.
you need those guys out there, man.
This is the reason
Just
why
chalk
I'm
this
saying
up.
this is
Just-
what pisses me off about Seager sometimes. Like, look, obviously he won us the World Series. I love the dude, but dude, this is this year, and we need you to play the games. We're not in first place, bro.
Right.
You got to play.
Yeah,
You fucking pussy. There's 50 games left.
especially when you're 5.5 out. With what? How much to go? 30?
50 games probably.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
But you can tell they're not fucking looking for that
Well,
kind of.
Bochy, like, why is he getting a day off, bro?
Yeah.
Why? I'm tired, Poach. I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. You're playing.
Yeah.
You make $35 million a year this year.
Yeah.
Way more than me, asshole. I'm your manager. You're playing.
Yeah.
God, these fucking pussies. Oh, he's kidding. Never mind. But I will say this, Aubrey.
Oh, I mean, that's a great joke because that dude gets.
It happened the other week. It happened the other week. It did happen the other week, and it'll happen again, Aubrey.
Oh, yeah.
This week it'll happen again. Seeger's getting a day off. Watch. They're like, we're just managing his his workload, and I'm like, we don't have time to manage his workload, bro.
Well, they knew. They made 0 fucking moves, dude. Like, you're not. Have you watched this goddamn offense, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't make any moves for that?
I know. Anyways, thanks for raising my blood pressure, Aubrey. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he probably will take the day off. Who gives a fuck?
Aubrey, head over here, bro. I got one more thing. The Rangers are not making the playoffs, by the way.
No, they're not.
Yeah, we know that. I will say this, though. Guess what? Which is actually really cool. This is a cool thing. Oh, this is the last thing I want to end on, by the way.
All right.
Do you have anything else?
No, I have nothing.
Okay. We're ending on this then. This is not a crazy, funny, sexual story like we usually end on. Although, I mean, if I looked, I could probably find one.
Well, like I said, 10 years today is our Vegas trip.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's tell that next time.
We'll do that on the 150.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
In 2 episodes.
Two
we'll do it.
episodes.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. That's always a really good retelling.
It's the same kind of. It'll be still the same year.
I thought for sure you were going to say something. I was like, oh, God, here we go.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So this is actually really cool for us in the DFW area. Okay. A baseball simulator sports bar is coming to North Texas, baby.
Hell yeah.
Now, a baseball simulator entertainment concept is coming to North Texas. Think Topgolf, but for baseball.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Batbox, in a press release Tuesday, announced plans to open up a location in Addison. It's first in the United States. The company hasn't released an address for the 13,000 square foot sports bar, which will include 10 baseball simulators, food and drink service, but plans call for it to open by early 2025.
Nice.
So we're not far off from this. Batbox started in Mexico in 2019, recently closed on $7.3 million Series A funding round that will help expand it to the United States. Plans for over 25 locations in major baseball markets. North Texas, Houston, and Boston
Nice.
is where we're saying. 25 locations, though, so they're not done with all those.
Right.
So this is actually like think fucking Topgolf like it says, right?
But you get to hit a fastball,
You get to hit it or pitch.
hit or pitch.
Yeah.
That's badass. Yeah.
And so that's what they're going for here. And apparently we're going to get one in Addison, which is not close, but it's 30, 40 minutes away, which means we can do that before a podcast episode one day.
Yeah.
So this is actually pretty cool to think about when you're thinking. Of course, you can drink and eat
Yeah.
and have a good time together. Because that Topgolf, the whole Topgolf thing, I think everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you don't have to be good at golf.
No,
You
you're
just
trying
go
to-
up there and
yeah.
fuck. It's like bowling.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I mean, you just go up there, have fun, drink, eat, throw up pizza, like leave.
Right. Yeah, it's more of like get together thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you don't have to be fucking great at it. You just
No.
got to at least try to hit it off a tee and get it into one of the fucking things.
Yeah. So, the Batbox location used the company's Strike Zone baseball simulator technology, allowing guests to play in various challenges, including multi-inning games, home run derbies, and pitching.
Nice.
The simulator bays will be big enough for up to 18 players.
Oh,
So
shit.
they're going big with groups. You know, hopefully I can only go with like 3 or 4 people
Oh,
because
man.
I
Yeah,
ain't waiting for 18 fucking people to throw a pitch.
Right. We'll have to do like a.
I mean, we'll go
Brothers
there.
Thing.
We'll go there and throw pitches, and we need Tommy John for sure afterwards.
Right.
I'm actually like excited about this. This is why I brought it up because, I mean, I've always liked baseball probably the most. I love football, but baseball is kind of my top thing because I played baseball. And I mean, this is cool. This is cool, man, to be able to go and do something like this
Oh,
and
yeah, it
have a
sounds
simulator,
badass,
drinking beers and, you know, eating pizza or whatever at the same time. I mean, it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Because you have those other places that we went to our last Eskimo Brothers get together. We kind of had that. this is going to be better than that.
You're right. Yeah.
So I'm actually excited, man.
Yeah, that sounds badass. I'm down.
And once again, I can say that Leaf can throw maybe 55 miles an hour.
I can hit 60, bro.
60?
Yeah.
Without stretching your arm out? There's no goddamn way.
I mean, I'm not going to fucking throw it cold.
But we're going to go to Addison.
Okay.
And do this. This is going to be cool. Apparently opening in early 2025.
All right.
So I'm going to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and I can hit 60. If we need,
you can't hit 60, bro.
If we need to do a bet or whatever, anybody out there thinks I can't do it?
Tarpley's coming in and Jennifer's coming in too. Like our baseball fans are here, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna throw 60 miles an hour at a thing.
Okay.
At a thing, I can throw.
If I stretch my arm out, I think I can hit 65.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna throw it cold, bro. I'm gonna get a couple.
No, I told you next time you come. I don't know why. Next time you bring your gloves so we can throw, bro.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. I'll do it.
You know how long it's been since I've thrown a baseball?
It's been at least 10 years for me, probably.
Longer for me for like a baseball. Like I've thrown a softball.
You're right.
I got to throw a baseball.
Baseball's been a while, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I smell a bet. Tarpley, we will get a bet. There's no doubt about it.
Well, we're
going to get Tommy
I'm
John
supposed
too.
to throw a fucking shot put, and I'm supposed to...
No, you're not. That was not a good
I'm supposed to run a 40
no, there's
under
no
6
Well,
seconds.
I think we can both run a 40 under 6. My God.
I think we can.
I guess that should be the first bet because football season's coming up.
Yeah,
there's no way in hell we're not getting under 6. Both of us.
I'll get under 6.
I'll get under. What do you mean?
You're not getting under 6, bro.
What the hell?
I don't think you can.
Oh, my God.
I can. I'm fast, bro. Even now at my age, I'm fast, bro.
Dude, I'll kill you.
Oh, this would be fun. Yeah, we gotta do a 40 then.
Yeah.
Before football season.
I might tear a hammy.
I will. My Achilles is getting ripped up, probably. But I'll still get under 6 seconds.
There's no way both of us don't get under 6. Man, Rich Eisen was in a suit.
And he got, but that's the thing. He got it. Like
So that's what I'm saying. If he gets it, we'll get it. Yeah, we'll do the challenge. Bro.
Yeah, we'll do it, dude.
We'll do it.
It'll be fun.
And actually, okay, so here you go. Every 10th of a second that I beat you or you beat me,
okay,
or every second, let's say that every second, that
okay
results in a shot that you have to take.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Oh wait, like a
liquor shot.
I don't think we're gonna beat each other by like a whole fucking second. I think it's gonna be close.
Okay,
but
every 10th of a second,
10th of a second.
a shot.
Yeah, because like I could beat you by like 4/10 of a second.
You cannot beat me by 4 tenths.
Oh, dude, I'm beating you by a second for sure.
There's no goddamn way.
There's no way you're getting under 6 seconds, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, there it is. There it is. We're going to get, of course, we had to bring that challenge to alcohol.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, we're going to end this episode so we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna get hammered. We're
All
already
right.
there. I'm
Yeah,
there
we're already getting there. So, hey, man, thanks for hanging out on YouTube with us. Man, this was a fun episode.
Good times.
It's one of those episodes when I edit it tomorrow or the next day, I don't remember what we were talking about. So it happens. But I will say this. If you're out there listening to us, man, thank you so much on audio. These come out on Tuesdays. And I looked at it again today. Amazon Music, Amazon Echo, still our number one audio.
Really?
Thank you for whoever's listening out there
That's
on
badass.
that. And, of course, we're still on Spotify and Apple as well. But if you are on Amazon, I don't remember how you rate us. Please rate us 5 stars on Amazon and leave a review if you can. If not, though, on Spotify, hit 5 stars. Apple Podcasts, I know you can leave a review. Just hit 5 stars, and then down at the bottom, you'll see that write a review. It says it right there. So please do that. Couple sentences. You know, there's a couple out there that you'll see that are, these guys are hilarious, blah, blah, blah. Funniest podcast of all time. They drink so much beer they could kill you. That's accurate. So please do that for us. But also at the same time, we've mentioned it a couple times before, Leaf, that these streams are coming. These live football streams are coming. And the only way you're going to know
Is if you're following us on social media.
That's right.
And we have our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. So go follow us on there. We're also on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. That's at Eskimo Bros Pod. Every time we go live, every time we got a new episode coming out, we post it on our socials. So go follow us on there. You'll know when we're going to go live on YouTube. YouTube.com/at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. So go check us out all on our socials. We post funny fucking shit from like TikTok. Like we make videos. We post some fucking clips every once in a while. So just go follow us on there. You're going to know when we go live. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. And we will really appreciate that. Make sure you take care of yourselves out there if you're listening to us, man. If you made it this far, we
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I think I can list out who made it this far. Jeff, Chris, Tarpley, Jennifer, Aubrey's coming in the videos.
Bulgaria.
Oh, yeah. Shit got sauce.
I said his name.
There's so many other Austin.
Austin, hell yeah.
Let's throw that guy out there. I try to make sure that I'm shouting out everybody. But, dude, there's like fucking a lot of y'all. And it's hard for us to know if you don't come in the YouTube chat.
There's some goddamn day one people out there.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, to Jason.
Coming in hardcore. I want to know if you're out there listening on audio, please come into YouTube so you give us a thumbs up and let us know you're listening so we can shout you out. But we were shouting out the people that I know are listening.
Yeah.
Every time. Leo Lady, I don't know.
Kind of 50%.
Leo Lady, if you listen to this audio episode the whole way, text me. But I guarantee you I will not hear from you. So there you go. All right. Just like you owe Leave $200 or me $200 that you didn't show up to his gig. So
yeah.
And I told you.
And the San Francisco Dells game. But it's all good. It's all good.
Don't worry, bro. She's not going to hear this.
It's all, yeah. She's not listening.
All right. We're out of here.
Later.
Let's get drunk tonight. Be safe out there, man.
Hammered.
See ya. Love you guys.
Cheers.
Love you. Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.